Well, hey there, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Fox 10 News meteorologist Jennifer Lambers with a look at your forecast. And let me know where you're watching from so far for today. We finally made it to the end of the week. We're about to start the weekend. And what better way to be greeted than with that? All kidding. I mean, we're expecting some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms as we make our way into the rest of today. So again, I'm monitoring these comments on Facebook. Let me know in case you're joining me so far for this afternoon. I have quite a few of you on there. So again, happy Friday. Storms are on the way, and so the most important thing is going to be this timing. Maybe you have some afternoon, some evening plans, mainly expecting that rain to be ramping up after 4 o'clock. So keep that in mind. If you have anything that needs to be done outside, get it done now. So hello to Diana watching in Grand Bay. Also Linwood watching in Agricola. Thank you so much for joining us. And so going ahead and diving into what the forecast has to offer for this time. And we're really just noticing all of that just closer towards Mississippi. Not quite impacting us just yet, but it is getting closer. We look closer towards Hattiesburg, southern Louisiana, seeing more of those showers and thunderstorms approaching closer. But the timing, that's what's going to be so important. And so really just starting off for this afternoon, what we're starting to see is more of that cloud cover rolling in. Isolated sprinkles going to be possible. And then we make our way closer towards 4 o'clock. Now, this is where models, they're getting in a little bit of a disagreement. Some of them want to bring in the heavy storms right around this time. Other ones, not so much. They want to bring them in closer towards 5 and 6 o'clock. This futurecast even updating just a little bit within about the past 30 minutes. So we get closer towards really 5:30. I'm going to back that up just a little bit. So 5 o'clock, that's probably where the biggest change comes into play. It has us mostly dry, except for our Mississippi counties. You're starting to see more of that rain moving in just around 5 o'clock. We get closer towards 5:30, 6 o'clock, and that's when we turn a bit more scattered with some of these heavy downpours, those scattered showers and storms by that point, with more of that only ramping up heading later on into the evening. 7 o'clock, that's when things turn widespread. Rumbles of thunder are going to be possible. Heavy downpours, some high rain rates also possible once we get later on into this evening. So Friday night plans, it's looking like a nice night really to just be staying inside. Maybe watch a movie, order some pizza, make something at home. That's going to be the better option. Once we get closer towards 9:30, I mean, take a look at what the futurecast showing right there. If it shows it well on your screen, it has some dark red. So that's going to be heavy rain beginning to push through. And a lot of that clearing out just a little bit after 11 o'clock. So this is mainly going to be impacting your commute home, your dinner time once you're winding down for bed. In case you have any Friday night plans, make sure you're being careful on the roads. With that heavy rain, that's going to be really reducing visibility. So just make sure that you're being careful. Overnight, we'll continue to see the tail end of that front beginning to make its way through, but we turn more isolated. And the good news, things look great heading into Saturday and Sunday. So Friday, not so much. Saturday, Sunday, looking a lot better. Now, taking a look at the severe outlook heading into today, the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, they have our area outlined in that 1 out of 5 risk zone. Marginal risk, it's mainly Mobile, Baldwin counties and the Florida Panhandle included in this. The biggest thing that we're looking at is going to be gusty winds. So in case you still have any Christmas decorations outside, like me, make sure that you go ahead and take them down if you need to. If you have the umbrella outside, possibly the flag outside as well, make sure you take those down before this evening, just because we are expecting it to get a little breezy. And that's only going to continue. Although tomorrow and Sunday we're looking at better conditions, we have more storms coming in on Monday and Tuesday, and also expecting some gusty winds, some heavy downpours with those as well. So best to be proactive, just keep them down for the next few days, really just until we can make it through. But the temperature is out there right now. This is how we should be feeling this time of year. If you stepped outside, slight chill in the air, and that's pretty reflective of the beginning of January. So that's nice to see. Over the next few hours, however, we're going to be staying steady. Lower 60s, upper 50s. And if you actually notice, there's going to be an uptick in our temperatures just after really 9 o'clock. It goes from the upper 50s to the lower 60s. That's going to be more of that front making its way through. So we're going to be staying pretty steady just around them. But going ahead and taking a live view outside right now, down at the beach. And this was a much different look earlier. I think in the 10 a.m. hour and the beginning of Fox 10 midday, blue sunny skies, beautiful look. Not as much anymore. Now beginning to see more of those gray skies out there. I'm going to go ahead and talk more about your forecast, but I do want to say hello to a few more of our viewers out there. Jill and Lillian, we have Shay and Sunflower. I've been to Sunflower once, if you remember, as my very first live shot 4 years ago with major flooding. So that's always a nice little memory there. Joshua is watching on Airport Boulevard. Also, we have Mouche watching in Mobile, and also we have Laterica. So thank you all so much for watching so far for this afternoon. Again, happy Friday if you're just now joining in. Continuing to keep a look at the beach conditions. If you notice the camera pretty shaky. Oh, wow. Easterly winds 20 miles per hour. It is breezy down at the coast. So as I mentioned, all those outdoor decorations, again, guilty that I still have some of those out there. The flags, the umbrellas, make sure you bring those inside. Temperatures right now resting in the lower 60s. A little too chilly to swim out there, but the rip current risk, it is high heading into today and tomorrow. It drops down to moderate by Sunday and then back up to high Monday and Tuesday next week once we introduce more of those storms into the forecast. So again, we have those storms rolling in tonight, but I have some Saturday plans, and so I'm sure that you do too. The good news, things turn better heading into tomorrow. We're going to be starting off nice and pleasant and making our way into the rest of the evening. We have the Mardi Gras tree being lit up in downtown Mobile. In case you're making plans, in case you're looking for something to do, this is going to be a fantastic event. It's from 5:30 to 6:30 in downtown Mobile at Mardi Gras Park. A lot of fun, and better news, better conditions. We're going to be expecting to see some of the upper 40s by 7 o'clock. Partly cloudy skies, most importantly, staying dry. And also around this time, something that really excites me is you get to spot the Starlink. This is something pretty cool. I try and talk about it on the show. I have very limited time to do it. However, it's a really long link of lights. So think about like 20 to 25 lights all in a row, nice and bright, just moving through the sky all in a line. Maybe you've seen it before. We get a lot of photos in of, hey, what is this? Well, you're going to have the opportunity to see that heading into tomorrow. So Saturday night, 6:32, set a calendar alert, set your alarm. That way you don't forget. The visible time frame is 5 minutes. It's going to be appearing to the northwest, disappearing to the south with that max height 48 degrees. So really it's going to be nice viewing conditions for that. Hoping that those skies stay mostly clear. So in case you get that opportunity tomorrow, I highly recommend checking it out. One of the cooler things that I've seen. I put all of our Studio 10 crew in a long text chain the last time that it moved through here, and everyone was amazed by it. So don't forget to set your alarm for that. Taking a look at our 7-day outlook. Again, storms move in later on this evening. Really expecting that to ramp up after 5 o'clock. The weekend looking nice, temperatures right around 60 degrees. We turn dry, partly cloudy skies. And then Monday and Tuesday, those storms move back in. That's when things are going to be ramping up to begin next week. So have that rain gear, I guess, continuously ready to go. But then by midweek next week, we'll start to introduce some more cold air with daytime highs in the 50s and morning temperatures back down into the 30s. So again, here is a look at the southeast where we're tracking some of those showers and storms. I'll check in with some of you guys again. So hello to Debbie and Atmore. And then also Jenny, she said that she really wanted to go to the beach and walk, but it is a cold morning. And yes, it is. Expecting some better conditions over the next few days. Not as chilly, not going to be the 30s to start off in the mornings for both Saturday and Sunday. But that'll be short-lived until we get to midweek next week. So there's a look at satellite and radar across the southeast. It's getting closer. So unfortunately, our Friday plans going to be turning a little bit wet out there. So again, please be careful in case you're driving out there. Really starting to see some of that rain get closer towards Hattiesburg. My main concern is going to be that visibility on the roadways, especially with some of the heavier rain rates at times. It's going to be downpours. So be cautious, stay off the roads if you can, because we will start to see some issues most likely with some of that, especially if some of that rain continues at high rates. We could possibly see some of that flooding just along some of the roadways. So be careful out there, but also have a fantastic weekend. Please be safe. Things look better heading into tomorrow and Sunday. I'll continue to monitor the comments here on our Facebook Live in case you join late or have any questions for me. I will be on Fox 10 News at 3 o'clock, just within about 45 minutes, and then meteorologist Nicholas Herboso is in for this evening for Jason, so he'll be on at 4, 5, 9, and 10 o'clock. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll keep you updated. Stay dry out there.